before germination, right? And remember that the fruit also gives the seed its necessary condition for what? Germination, right? I mentioned that. So, I hope if I ask any question in flower, you can answer without looking at your note. Well, let's do a little bit exercise. Can you close your note, please? Let's try things out. Let's be fast, please, before we go on. Okay. A flower without a pedicel is known as what? Fly. Sessile flower. Okay. A flower whose anther matures before the stigma is known as what? What are you guys saying? Protandrous flower. The ones that the stigma mature before the anther is known as what? Protogynous flower. Which one that the anther and the stigma mature at the same rate? Homogynous what? Flower. What is a cleistogamous flower? What is a cleistogamous flower? Okay, from there, I work in a junior news. So, it's fine. A group of flower with common stalk is called what? Inflorescence. The tree supporting, the branch supporting an inflorescence is called what? I'm a new man, I'm other one, all right? Okay, so now remember that after pollination, the ovule give rise to what? Seeds, Abi. Why the ovary give rise to what? Fruits, Abi. We have mentioned that a fruit that forms without fertilization is called what? Parthenocarpic what? Fruit, Abi. Or we can say in the process of parthenocarpy, right? Okay, so we are going to start looking at the last. So the last place we stopped was actually the diagram of a fruit, right? The structure of a fruit. So I think we have to look at that part. Do you understand? Now, I want to explain something. I wish I have a fruit here. Understand? We could have used it for illustration. But I think we'll use our normal diagram. Okay, now, looking at a fruit, especially a mango, you observe, listen please, don't stop making noise. You observe that a fruit contains two parts, the pericarp and what? Hey, Jesus. The pericarp and the seeds. Do you understand? The seeds, let's put bracket here. It can be a seed or what? More than one what? Seed, Abi. So a fruit contains pericarp and a seed or seeds. Do you understand? Now, but the pericarp is subdivided into three. We have the apicarp. We have what? The apicarp, Abi. We have the mesocarp, and we have the endocarp. We have the apicarp, mesocarp, endocarp. Then, under the seed, do we have any divisions there? What can we call endocarp again? Can we call it tester? Or seed coat? Can you call it like that? Okay, let's continue, please. So just like I said, the pericarp is divided into three: the epicarp, mesocarp, and what? Endocarp. So I think we are going to use a diagram to illustrate this. This is your beautiful mango. So now, this is a mango, and the outer part is what we call what? The epicarp. Remember what AP represents in biology. AP means what? Outer, Abi. AP means outer or on, Abi. Okay, so then when you go inside, it becomes what? Mesocarp. Meso means what? What is meso in biology? Middle, right? Then at the end, we have what we call the endocarp. The endocarp. Then we have the seeds. Abi, this seed contains the embryo. Do you understand? It contains what? The embryo. Now, what do we call this? The fruit stalk, Abi? The fruit stalk. What do we call this? Remains of what? Remains of style. Remains of style. Now, most of the fruits are edible. Do you understand? Most of the fruits are edible, but there are ones that the fruits cannot be eaten, but the what? Seeds. Do you understand? Just like in the case of coconut. Coconut, you can only eat the embryo. You cannot eat the embryo and the seed. Abi the seed coat. Can you eat the seed coat? You make a time water the seed coat. Then teeth will full ground. But there are some that all the parts are edible, just like tomatoes, Abi. Both the endocarp, both the mesocarp, both the seeds are all what? Edible, right? There are some that the fruits are fibrous in nature. That is coconut, right? You don't eat the fruit now, Abi. So what I'm trying to say is that the fruit has the pericarp and the seeds, and the pericarp is divided into three. The first and the outer part is what we call what? The epicarp. The middle part, mesocarp. The inner part, endocarp. And any fruit that is formed without fertilization is called parthenocarpic what? Fruit. Examples are what? Banana. Any other example? Pineapple. Any other example? Orange. Onye put that in? Plantain sometimes. Not all the time. Okay, let's continue, please. So now, I want us to write something on structure of a fruit before we enter types of fruit. And that is where the problem lies. Do you understand? So can we write? The fruit is subdivided into pericarp and the seeds. The fruit is subdivided into pericarp and the seeds. The fruit is subdivided into pericarp and the seeds. The pericarp has 3 layers. The pericarp has 3 layers. The pericarp has 3 layers. Namely, A, epicarp, B, mesocarp, A, epicarp, B, mesocarp, C, endocarp. A, epicarp, B, mesocarp, D, endocarp. Full stop. Now let's take epicarp as a subheading, or we can say shoulder heading. Epicarp. It is the outermost part It is the outermost part of a fruit. It is the outermost part of a fruit. It is the outermost part of a fruit that covers the entire structure. That covers the entire structure. That covers the entire structure. The epicarp can be fibrous. The epicarp can be fibrous, woody, or succulent, depending on the nature of the fruit. Depending on the nature of the fruit. Depending on the nature of the fruit. Full stop. Am I too fast? Hey, even when I'm using slow motion. B, mesocarp. B, mesocarp. It is the middle layer of the pericarp. It is the middle layer of the pericarp, which connects the outer to the inner part of the fruit. Which connects the outer to the inner part of the fruit. It is the middle layer of a fruit, which connects the outer part to the inner part. Which connects the outer part to the inner part. The mesocarp of most of the fruits, the mesocarp of most of the fruit, the mesocarp of most of the fruits are edible and succulent. Are edible and succulent. Are edible and succulent. Full stop. Are we good to go? Are edible and succulent. Full stop. The next one is the endocarp. That should be C, abi 3 or I. The what? The endocarp. It is the inner part. It is the inner part of a fruit. 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 And the closest layer of the pericarp, and the closest layer of the pericarp to the fruit. So sorry, to the seeds. To the seeds. Full stop. Full stop. Let's go to the last one, which is the seeds. The seeds. The seeds. A typical fruit can contain a seed or multiple seeds. A typical fruit can contain a seed or multiple seeds. A typical fruit can contain a seed or multiple seeds. Or multiple seeds. Full stop. The seed can have one cotyledon or two cotyledons. Can have one cotyledon or two cotyledons. Or two cotyledons. However, comma, full stop. However, comma, the seed contains the embryo. The seed contains the embryo. So, Full stop. Let's go to hint. Hint. What is another name for pericarp? Another name for pericarp is what we call the fruit what? Coat. Do you understand? We call it what? Fruit coat. What is another name for endocarp? Seed coat, Abi. So write that one as hint. Write it as hint. Another name for pericarp is fruit coat, while the endocarp is what? Seed coat. While the endocarp is a seed coat. While the endocarp is seed coat. Huh? Seed coat, full stop. So let's move ahead, please. So, I think you should write another hint too. A fruit that develops without fertilization is called what? Party. Have we written that? Yes. Okay. So, but if you've not written it, a fruit that develops without what? Fertilization is known as parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit. So before we go into anything else, we are going to be looking at types of what? Fruits. But then we have to make a tree here so that you will not forget. You will know where each one falls into. So first, remember that fruits can be divided into different categories depending on type of seeds they have. It can be depending on the nature of the pericarp after maturity. Let's look at this first. Now, if you look at the first one, a seed is divided into what? Different parts depending on the type of flower they are born out of. Do you understand? Now, we have the simple what? We have the simple fruit. We have the aggregate what? Fruit. We have the aggregate fruit. We have the composite or what? Or what? Multiple what? Fruits. We have the composite or multiple fruits. But remember, I think we are going to rewrite this in such a way that we can divide this simple fruit. But just know that simple fruit is divided into how many again? Simple fruit is divided into 3. Do you understand? Okay, it's divided into 2. The dry fruit and what? The succulent what? Fruit. We have the dry fruit. Let's mention the succulent first so we can have chance for. We have the succulent fruit. And we have what? The what? The dry what? Fruit. But the dry fruit, how many categories do we have? 2 again, Abi. We have the dry dehiscent fruit and dry indehiscent what? Fruit, Abi. We have the dry indehiscent fruit, and we have what? Dry dehiscent. We have dry dehiscent what? Fruit. So now when we talk about the dry indehiscent fruit, it is divided into 5. It's divided into 5. The dry indehiscent, we have the acne. See, that phone shouldn't be ringing in my class. Put it on silent, please. We have the acne. We have the nuts. We have the cypsella. We have the cypsella. We have the caryopsis. We have the caryopsis. And we have samara. We have the samara. So these are the 5 categories of dry indehiscent fruit. But when we talk about dry dehiscent fruit, we have the legumes. We have the legumes. We have the follicles. We have the capsule. We have the capsule, and we have the schizocarp. we have the chixocap, we have the chixocap. But under the succulent fruits, it is divided into four. It's divided into four. The succulent fruits, we have the drupe. The first one is known as what? The drupe. Drupe. Berry. We have pepo. We have pome. But most times, listen, most times the pepo is also divided into another part called the hesperidum. Have you heard of it? We also have the hesperidum. So, but in as much as we have all these two, we still have we still have fruits divided into two, depending on whether they are formed from ovary or what? Not. Do you understand? So we now have the two categories called what? True fruit and what? False fruit. True fruit and what? False fruit. True fruit and false fruit. So I think you are going to copy this thing down before we start anything. So remember that the simple fruit, that the fruits according to the type of flower, this is according to type of what? Flower. And this is according to whether they are formed out of ovary or what? Not. So type of flower, simple fruit, aggregate fruit, composite or what? Multiple. But under simple fruit, we have succulent fruit and dry what? Fruit. But dry fruit is further divided into two. The dry indehiscent fruit and dry dehiscent what? Fruit. Then under the dry indehiscent fruit, we have the acne, we have the nut, we have the cypsela, we have the caryopsis, we have the samara. Now, we go over to dry dehiscent fruit. We have the legumes, the follicles, the capsule, the chixocap. Now, each and every one of them, we have different types of fruit under it. And you need to know all of them. You still have young mind now, Abi. At least you bunishi karinkege. You can do it. What if some of you were here when we started taxonomy? Fruit is easy now, Abi. Fruit is easy. When you enter taxonomy, man on a bara. Now, when they tell you that Monera is divided into Chixophyta and what? Cyanophyta. Now, under Chixophyta, it's still divided into different types of what? Bacteria, cocci, spiri. Which one again? Vibrio. Amazon also, you can get an exam. Spiri, which one again? Bacilli, yes. Then under that cyanophyta, we still have other divisions too. But under that bacteria, we still have archaea bacteria and eubacteria. Ogubekwelo, we enter protista. Protista now have protozoa, euglenophyta, Bryophyta, Chrysophyta, and Dinoflagellata. Ogubekwelo. Protozoa, we now have what again? Ciliata, Flagellata. We've not even started Animalia self. And you start learning scientific names. Which are legal medicine and surgery? You want to read medicine and surgery? You are welcome. But I always tell people that those people reading botany has a tougher work than medicine and surgery. I'm telling you the truth, because they are dealing with plants, and plant is something absolute. I don't know how to explain it. Anytime it comes to plant, the thing looks as if we are speaking in what? Tongues. But you have to do it. Make it make sense for your own. You understand? So, who can impress me? come and categorize it just like it as it is. Egwu atụna gị. I've seen questions where they ask a succulent fruit with a fused epicap and mesocap is called what? That's not spiral. What? Berry. Edawarishi. Edaya. And I observed that more society. Since I entered this class, the person have been sighing. I don't know is sighing part of the thing in your DNA. Amazon and also if you see talk to me. Nah, you been sighing. Is it that when you are happy you sigh? When you are sad you sigh? Because I don't understand. No, seriously, it has been coming from this side. That demarcation, the front demarcation there. The person have been sighing because in Amazon also. If it is financial problem, please talk to God, not come to me. Look up to God. If it's an academic problem, I can help your life. So please stop sighing. Stop sighing. I always tell you to be happy. Your brain cannot work when you are what? When you are tensed. I always say this. That's why the reason why in exam hall that when you are tense, you tend to forget everything you have read. Evaporate. The same thing goes to stage fright too. When you now enter, so your brain doesn't work when you are tensed. Sometimes put a smiley face now. And it reduces the rate of your aging because the more you wrinkle your face, the more you find what wrinkle on it, and the more the number of wrinkles, the more older you look. You sure you know? So just be happy. Hey, only I can measure himself. Allow me to finish now. He said, Uncle, please, where is passion fruit classified? I will still state it as we are moving down. Calm down. Through fruit and false fruit. It depends on whether the fruit is formed out of what? Ovary or not. Do you understand? I will explain this. So, who wants to impress me? It's easy now. When you say is money attached, you grow white baby now. Who wants to do it? Okay. Are we done copying? Just wait for them. Let them finish up first. Let them finish up first. Always have fun while doing this, okay? Don't take it as something hard. And when you hear this in a wash, you know. Whether you are reading, which other one again? There is nothing, say it, even eating is not easy, self. It's very easy. Nothing is easy. Which work is easy? I'm going to see Yahoo. Someone said Yahoo. I'm going to go learn a HK. Nothing is easy. You want to steal, they catch you, and it will be in on it. Sleeping is easy. Okay, till you get obese. Once you become obese, all the related disease from obesity will come. Heart failure, cardiac arrest. Which one again? You'll be walking, everywhere will be heavy. There are a lot of things, Abi. Even sometimes you have arthritis too. Inflammation of the bones too. My dear, nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. So the only thing is that the ones you channel your energy, do it what? Well. That's all. Do it well. And if you are using this time for your leisure time, know that you still have more leisure time after exam. I'm telling you. So focus. Start reading ecology. After reading ecology, then I will still enter the topic. It will become easy for us. If you have opened ecology, you know that ecology is other than this one I'm teaching. Sure, you know. Yes. Because sometimes Jambo asks you, arrange these zones of the marine habitat from ascending order. First, you even need to know how many in Abi. And before you even know where to start, I've given you hints on how to read. First, you need to what? Use an acronym, Zabi. Just like when I was teaching you taxonomy, what did I use in the hierarchy of classification? King Philip came over for Great Guinea Spaghetti, Abi. I used another acronym too. Kids prefer carrots over fresh green salad. You can use it to help yourself. Mature. Are we done? Hello. I think you people have started amplifying the noise, meaning that you are done. Hello, listen, please. Listen. Now, why I started flower before fruit is because you need to know things in flower before we talk about fruit. Because if I'm using the terminologies of flower in fruit, you will get confused. Now, this fruit, depending, I will still call you out to come and do it, Sha. So when it comes to fruit is divided. They are divided into three: the simple fruit, aggregate fruit, composite, or multiple fruit. Now, this type of fruit is based on the type of flower they are formed from. Do you understand? So any fruit that is formed from monocarpous or syncarpous flower is under what? Simple fruit. What did I say? Any fruit that is formed from a what? Monocarpous flower or syncarpous flower is what? Is called what? Simple fruit. What is a monocarpous flower? Monocarpous flower is a flower with what? Hey, blood of Jesus. Ovary. Carpus now. Carpus coming from the word what? Carpel. And carpel is associated with what? Gynecium now, which is the female part, Abi. Now, meaning that monocarpous flower is a flower with what? Single what? Ovary, right? Or single carpel. Now, syncarpous is a polycarpous flower, Abi. But they are what? Fused, Abi. So, now, when it comes to aggregate fruit is a type of fruit formed from an apocarpous flower. From what? An apocarpous what? Flower. And that is the reason why after fertilization, they start forming what we call fruit what? Lets. Do you understand? Example of aggregate fruit is what? Strawberry is an example. Strawberry is an example because you can see that on one branch it have different what? Fruitlet. Abi? That is an aggregate fruit because it is formed from what? From what? Apocarpus what? Okay, let's look at this way. Now you already know that this is the diagram of a fruit. I know the back sitters cannot see me. Okay. Then we have a common stalk here. Common flower stalk. Now, if you watch very well, as this fruit is starting to form, what will happen? The style will what? Will go away. Why? The chemicals start forming inside the what? Ovary, right? Then, as it moves off, you are going to see a kind of what? Fruitlet like this. And that is how the strawberry is. Abi now? That is how the strawberry is. So, in an aggregate fruit, the fruit is formed out of an apocarpus what? Flower. While in simple fruits, what type of flower? Monocarpus and what? Syncarpus what? Flower. Then multiple fruit. Multiple fruit is a type of fruit that is formed from an inflorescence. Hello? It's formed from what? It's formed from an inflorescence, or most at time is formed from other parts of what? A flower. That is what we call the composite or multiple what? Fruits. But remember that simple fruit is divided into succulent fruit and what? Dry fruit. So what is a succulent fruit? It has a fleshy part, Abi. Mango, is it a succulent fruit? Coconut, is it a fleshy fruit? Jesus. Hey. You know where you are looking at? After Kobochagoronko, are you sure? It's shown Nana village. Eh? After maturation, coconut, is it part of succulent fruit or dry fruit? Succulent. How? Someone will tell me, why is coconut a dry fruit or succulent? Again, so help me out. Eh? Eh? Okay, I'm coming now. So, coconut, is it a succulent fruit or dry fruit? Is it dry fruit? Raise up your hand. Let me give you mic. Coconut, is it a dry fruit or succulent fruit? Be okay. A succulent fruit. Dry succulent. Can't choose Zulu go for yeah? Is it a dry fruit or succulent fruit? Dry succulent. Why is it a succulent fruit? Can someone tell me? Eh? You say? Fleshy. Mesocap. How? Hello. On your other phone. The next one, I'll collect it. Hello. Now, I remember that whenever you pluck a coconut, that the fibrous is dry, Nabi. How is it now succulent? That's why I don't know. Don't go to the village at all. They have never visited home. Abi village. Eh? Hello. Now, if you know coconut very well, once it is mature, it appears green in color, Abi, not that brown. Do you understand? So that greenish color inside, when you are opening the fibrous part, it still contains what? Water. That is why it is classified under succulent what? Fruits. Please don't make that mistake. You don't understand. How? How? You can't relate because it's in a village. Because, hello, most of the times when you pluck the fruits, you allow it to dry, abi now. But what we are talking about is, what is a succulent fruit? It's a simple fruit after maturation that the pericarp is always what? Wet. Do you understand? So, but dry fruit is opposite of what? Succulent fruit. After maturation, the pericarp is what? Dry. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So, succulent fruit example is coconut, mango. What of African pear? Do you even know what African pear means? Avocado pear nko. Nka kema. Because African pear is ube now. Chikunyelu na aka. Hello. Because what is African star? Odara. That's what you call Agbalumabi. Adibi in Yoruba descent. What is the English name of Abara? You don't know what Abara means? Don't worry, I'll bring one Yasagianaro. Then you know the name very well. You can never forget it. It is called what? Devil bean, Abi. Hello. How many of you Kabara met to go now? Raise up your hand. It have touched me. And the experience is still in my what? In my head. Hello. Shh. Hello. Abara is not something you can play with. Shh. My experience with Abara is not funny. The more you scratch, the more it intensifies. And this one is scratch and win promo. You scratch one and win like 3 bruises. The day we are very small, 9 years, I think 9 years, 10 years, we followed our grandmother in the village. We went to the village. He followed her to the farm, and the woman did not follow the path. I think she knows there is something there. I and my younger brother Zuzuru, understand, entered the side of the yam now, yam side, doing like this. We didn't know the thing was actually a kind of pink. A bit dark pink or something like that. Or red, dark red. I don't know the color. I couldn't differentiate the color. You understand? Do you know how we parted that fruit? I may some of them, your sayonara. We parted it like this. Sat down on one of the ridges while she's doing her wedding. Something scratched me. And you know Abara scratch in special places. Understand? So I scratched my head. I said, my brother, what was happening here? I said, no, it didn't knock off here. We are there. You know, most times when your body starts scratching you, the next thing that will go to your mind is that your body is dirty, Abi. Let me go and bathe. And you know what will happen now? We didn't know. We are scratching. We told our grandmother, Mommy, we are scratching. I don't know. You understand? She said probably that we are playing because we started playing with sand over there now. Tell me how I still remember this. The experience wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. So we went down there and my brother and I started pouring water on our body. That is when the agbara start agbaraing. The thing becomes intensified that you know the way you go and bring that brush used for brushing gin. Because our neck cannot do the work again. That is when my grandmother noticed that probably we have been infested with the hairs of what? Devil bead. Yeah? You understand? He poured my brother with ash. The guy, they go to call karam. You understand? So after then, the pain and the itching subsidized, and since then, if you come na farm again, God forbid. So if you don't know what agbara means, I think I have somewhere I've seen it in here. So I'll bring it. Can you start to get an obelaka? I saw it, I think, around that farm, around that side. If you are going, take it. I can bring it. So, then the experience, you never forget it. So let's continue, please. Hello. Now we have the succulent fruit and the dry fruit. Remember what I told you? That during maturation, succulent fruit, the pericarp is what? Wet. Abi? Wet. While maturation, the dry fruit, the pericarp is what? Dry. Please don't forget this. Okay? So, can someone do this? A girl and a boy. Just that. Because we don't have time again. I'm going to clean. Please don't make noise in my class. Don't make noise in my class. If you are still wondering what agbara means, I can bring one. I think today is what? Friday, Abi? On Wednesday, I'll bring one. Probably you touch it. Just 2 hairs on your body will do the work. You experience it in a magnified way. So who can do this? The front seaters are always answering questions. The back seaters in Kokwan. Let's see what she can do. With the way your handwriting is going, yeah, man, batakwa border. I don't clean now. Don't mind me, oh. Some people are sleeping in my class. July they are kunye. Stop sleeping in my class, please. It's your village people. Oh. Stop sleeping in my class, please. Stop. Eh? Ịlalụchazie now, ị ga-alalụskwa n'abalị. I know you're not going to sleep at night. How many of you have all the past question necessary? You know, past question is vital too. At least every day you solve like 3 years. Onye si Onye nke adagodi mbo already. Is she correct? Yes. Please clap for her. Ụmụnwoke na akwụkwọ na m naanị biko onu. One guy, a guy like that. Oh yeah now. I know some guys who say, come on, let me answer Chioma. Okay. Hello. How do you classify fruit first? Now, you know that, okay, let's give an example of orange. Orange is always single, Abby. But before you can be able to, because when I'm giving examples of each groups of fruit, I may not mention the ones you want. But how do you know whether grape is classified at this place, whether it's classified in the other place? It's through the what? The definition, which I will give. You understand? Just relax. When I'm done, we can what? Decipher your questions, okay? So just wait. Calm down. Your blood is too hot. We already have grape and what here again? So you can answer it yourself. Passion fruit. Passion fruit. What is passion fruit, Seth? Eh? I'm going to have passion fruit here. What is passion fruit? Huh? It's not Guinea. Clap for him. So, dry indehiscent fruit, we have the acne, right? The nut, the caryopsis, samara, oches or something, cypsella, right? Then we come over here, chai. Oh, chikzo cap obafu yanisi. Which other one here? What? Follicle. Follicle. Follicle, Abi. Then which one is here? Capsule, right? It's not easy. Oh. It's not easy to you understand? Then you will know. What simple fruit means. Huh? No, you mustn't. As far as it's under where it's supposed to be, don't carry berry and enter dry fruit. Do you understand? Why we are doing this is for you to know, okay, pepper is under what? Succulent fruit, Abi. Caryopsis is under what? Dry fruit. But caryopsis is not under dry dehiscent fruit, Abi. Yes. Hey. But under what? Dry what? Indehiscent fruits. So who wants to attempt again before the light comes up? Huh? Please, who wants to do it? There is always what I used to say. Highest target, at your That's the only thing they can do. Or they will talk. Be proud of yourself. Highest target, Ochi. And most of the people that will laugh at you will not even have the courage. That's just the truth. So, onyo biana simbagote eba koma mbagote. Na nwekwe miki bia ba wo onwe m nani. Wo onwe gi na not will happen. Onwe see hey. Okay, let's continue. Since nobody wants to come out now. Who is uncling me? Who wants to take? That's the last person, please. So that we'll write the note. Mwana, let me see you. Hello, if this is the only thing you learned today, that's the best thing. First is to know the category before you start knowing the what? The meaning. Because if you know the meaning and misplace it, Jam can ask questions from there. Okay, nothing is there. Chai, umoku na ukwano nani Chineke. So after her, we are done. Then we go down to business. Please don't make noise in my class. What you should be doing is learning how to categorize this. Than making noise. And I can see some of you pressing phone in my class. But do you know why I usually not talk? Because it is you. It's not my exam. So if you like, continue to press the phone. Okay? Some of you will stay inside class playing games. Na agba game. Ngafete. Itinya na bagi. And you feel you are doing this for me. You are not. You understand? You are not. You are not doing it for the teacher. The teachers that are teaching you cannot sit down and write jam again. You understand? They are not going to write jam. They are trying to impact. 4 hours. I think this class from 8 to 2 will be 6 hours. It's not that much. You understand? 6 hours, you can go home, have your leisure time, play the games as you want, and go back to your studies. You understand? After your studies, you can sleep again. You still have time. I always say this, that you are not being choked up with academic activity now as I'm talking to you. You are not. You are not. I'm way by a school kega forward. Nketo biati. Lectures. Enwe ka manya na 6:30. Mgbe oyi goro na apụta ofuma. When your brain is touching, should I sleep or not to sleep? You understand? You stay inside class nodding like a gamma lizard. We experienced it. 6:30, lecturer have fixed class. Emapota. Ne kweni si ota. Enweke ekwoye na touch like this. After 50 seconds, it turn no jonya nna kedi eku. You add extra night tutorial. Don't follow. You now add extra night tutorial to your class. Imagine Google. Imagine also 2 hours every day. You'll be sleeping only 2 hours. Yes. You see yourself before 2 years. You'd go what? Slim. The day I entered 2nd year to my parents' house, and I do. My mother can use sarcasm very well. I said, Mommy, what kind of insult is this one now? Eh? I was talking, she's still saying the same thing. Because mother Google. Yes. It's not as if food will not be there, but where is the time to cook it? If you have anybody in UNN, you ask of Mebere. Is she correct? Tie. Oh, okay. So let's start, please. Types of fruits. 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 So we are going to write first, based on the type of, we don't need to write so much notes, please. We just need hints. Based on the type of flower it's formed from. That's the first thing. Based on the type of flower it formed what from. So we are going to look at what? The 3. There are 3 types of what? Fruits. There are 3 types of fruits, such as, then you list it out. A, simple fruits. B, aggregate fruits. C, composite fruits. So we are going to define all of them. Then we still give the examples of each fruits. So, what is a simple fruit? It is a type of fruit that is formed. It is a type of fruit that is formed. Why not right? It is a type of fruit that is formed from a monocarpous or syncarpous flower. It is a type of fruit that is formed from a monocarpous or syncarpous flower. What are examples of monocarpous fruit? Sorry, simple fruit. Let's give just 3 examples because we still mention all of them in under succulent and dry fruits. Example is what? Orange, coconut, mango. Coconut, mango. Yes, you have other examples, Sha. Let's just stop it at 3. So let's move on, please. Let's move on. Then the next one is, I think we have to add something under that simple fruit. Most of the simple fruit, right? Most of the simple fruits has a single chamber. Most of the simple fruit has a single chamber or multiple chambers. Or multiple chambers. And they can contain a single seed or multiple seed. And they can contain a single seed or what? Multiple seeds, full stop. They can contain a single seed or multiple seed, full stop. So we move ahead. So we go over to aggregate what? Fruit. Aggregate fruits. Aggregate fruit. It is a type of fruit. It is a type of fruit. It is a type of fruit formed from a flower. Formed from a flower. Formed from a flower with free carpels. With free carpels or ovaries. With free carpels or ovaries. With free carpels or ovaries. In bracket, apocarpous flower. In bracket, that is apocarpous flower. In bracket, that is apocarpous flower. Are we good to go? The fruits are divided into fruitlets. The fruits are divided into fruitlets. Examples. Example, let's just write strawberry before we continue. Strawberry. Strawberry. You know blackberry? Blackberry is not your phone, no. You know that blackberry is a fruit too. Have you? Blackberry is a fruit now. So blackberry is part of what? Aggregate what? Fruits. Remember, don't forget. Don't forget. So let's move to the next one, please. Don't make noise in my class. The next one is what we call the composite fruits. We call it the composite what? Fruit. What is a composite fruit? So it is a type of fruit. It is a type of fruit. It is a type of fruit that is formed from many flowers. That is formed from many flowers or different flowers. Or different flowers. Many flowers or parts of flower. Or parts, Amazon also. Or parts formed from many flowers or parts of a flower. So, example, have you heard of mulberry? Breadfruit, unko? What is the Igbo name of breadfruit? What of Bambara nut? Fondina Maria. Let me ask, Bambara nut, is it a legumes? Eh? Are you sure? Legume. I want to see no. I want to see yes, no. Hmm? What is cowpea in Igbo? Eh? Someone say I thought cowpea is okpa. No, now. Is Bambara nuts? Is Bambara nuts? Do you know? Let me say something here. Do you know we're supposed not to be converting all these names to English? That's just the truth. It's just because we Africans, we are what? So inferior to ourselves. That's all. Pizza, did they change the name to English? Did they? Pizza is English name. Hey, Jesus. Pizza is not English, oh. You understand? Uh-huh. Now they have continued to look for a way to change our abacha. They now call it African salad. Can you imagine? Okay, tapioca too. Okay. Oh. Yes. The truth is that a country that is proud of their mother tongue adapt it. It's just like China, they don't care. Will you see China adapting English or French? Even in their movies self, it already happen. You understand? If you don't want to watch, leave it. Abi now, the only thing they will help your life by putting subtitle. So anya ginka dey na movie, anya nkoza na on a top subtitle. You look like imbecile watching their movie. So that is it. I've seen a lot of situations where if someone is speaking Igbo, singing na you are too Igbotic. You are what? Too Igbotic. Because you are speaking your mother tongue. You know that English bialabia, right? Then they also measure your level of intelligence the way you speak. Or it shouldn't be like that. Abi? Shouldn't. It's just that the truth is that we Africans, we are not proud of ourselves. And that is why we can go as far as to remove our melanin. God giving melanin. God. And you know why you are dark in complexion, right? Biologically, why are you dark in complexion? Anwa charger goganya. You are dark in complexion because the scorching effect of sunlight is intense in this region. So you need more of what? Melanin to shield you away from the what? From the sun what? Light. From the sunlight. That is it. But you will go and buy bleaching cream and go and buy artificial melanin in form of what? Sunscreen. Is it not madness? I always tell people that black is wonderful. Black cannot hide your ugliness. Abi? Black is mother of all colors, Abi. Yes, now. Black cannot hide your ugliness. He just John show you. That is, if you are fearfully made, it will show. But fairness, I'm not sure. But once you are dark and you are fine, Jesus, it amplifies what? It amplifies everything that is given to it, Abi. That's why if you mix every other colors, you get what? Black. Abi now? Yes. Colors cannot go without what? Being black when all of them are combined what? Together. You know, there are a lot of inferiority complex going on. Yes. But surgery it is mostly Africans that patronize it. Because I can tell you that the Asian women don't even have, they don't have rounded butts now, Abi. They don't. But our women will continue to go under the knife to kill themselves. One I talk a sugar, can mad get well because of fashion. My GP tank is enough for me. When you not like Iliota Megani, Bawado. Someone will go under the knife. I've seen one place where they are scraping the person as if is a live chicken. Yes, now, if they apply the chemical, they start scraping the outer part. That's the conified layer. And you know the work of your conified layer, Abi? What is the work? To protect you from someone. To prevent the pathogen from what? Gaining entrance into the inner tissue. But you want to look white, fair, and like what? Like the white. And the worst is that you don't know that there is a repercussion. This thing increases the wrinkleness Abi on your face. Another one is there is time you become a walking rainbow. Become a walking rainbow. Eba na green, eba na red, eba na different colors. So let's continue. Your body, your what? Your choice. So we are done with this part. Now, based on fertilization, not without fertilization, blood of Jesus. That's not what it's supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be based on what? Yes, whether it is formed from ovary or not, Abi. Please write that one down. Not this, so it's wrong. Based on the fruit formed from ovary or without the ovary. So, are we good to go? Please be fast. Wow. We have almost exhausted our time. This is 3 minutes to go. Through fruits. It is divided into two, Abi. True fruit and what? False fruit. So you can write I, true fruit, I, false what? Fruits. So let's look at true fruit. Now I want to explain, then give you the notes. Probably call it a day. Then we'll meet again to next week. Okay, so we have true fruit, false fruit. Let me explain, please. Now, a fruit that is formed from the ovary is known as what? True fruit. Example is what? Mango. Mango is an example of a true fruit. What's the name again? Orange is an example. Grape is also an example. Guava is also an example of what? True fruit. But any fruit that is formed from other part of a flower is called what? False fruit. Like the apple. The apple is not formed from an ovary. It is formed from the receptacle. Like we have the part of obete fruit. Obete fruit is not actually a true fruit, right? All right. Do you understand? It's not actually a true fruit because their pericarp are what? Succulent, and it forms into a membranous structure. Later we'll look at that as we are going down the other part of simple what? Fruit. What are the other examples of false fruit? Pineapple, is it a false fruit? Why? Pineapple looks as if it is formed from an inflorescence, Abi. If you look at that part, if you bring pineapple, you are going to see some leaves, Abi, in each chambers. That leaf is each part of a flower. So all pineapple fruit is formed from the whole part of a what? Flower. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So that is for false fruits. I think we are going to write this too now before we call it a day. True fruits. True fruit. It is a type of 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 fruit that is formed from the ovary. That is formed from the ovary. Example, mango. Example, mango. Example, mango. Guava. Gova. Gova. Now. What of African pear? Is it under true fruit? You lie, you. African pear is not under true fruit. It's under false what? Fruit. Ube now, that place that usually heat up for it to become soft, Abi, that place is the receptacle. Yes. The place you don't usually eat with that part that covers the seed is the ovary. Do you understand? Why the outer part that you lick with that your maize, you understand? That you eat together with your maize is what we call the receptacle. Just like the apple. Apple, you continue to eat your apple till you reaches the what? Ovary and stop. Do you understand? So the ovary, if you open it further, you now see that the apple contains what? The seeds. Do you understand? So the ovary look like a carton color, a bit brown, a brown in color. Yeah, but the edible part of an apple is what we call the what? The receptacle. And most times, the first fruits are formed from flowers that contain inferior what? Ovaries. Do you understand? That contain what? Inferior ovary. Because most of the time, the inferior ovary are covered by what? By receptacle. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Okay. So let's move ahead. Where did we stop? Example of true fruits. How many have we given? I think you should give more or you put ETC. You can't. Huh? Hello. Hello. Papa, is it part of it? No, yes, no, yes, yes. What of a garden egg? Garden egg. Garden egg is a true fruit now. So, okay. Now, let's look at the false fruit, please. We need to be done with this, please. False fruit. What is a false fruit? It is a type of fruit formed from other part of a flower other than the ovary. It is a type of fruit formed from other part of a flower other than the what? The ovary. Example. Apple. Pineapple. Apple. Pineapple. African pear. African pear. End of teacher's capacity. ETC, Biko. ETC. So, before I end the class, I said be proud of your what? Your skin. Because I've seen an advert where the Japanese was actually advertising, if you want to get rid of your dirty black. I think you have seen it. Dirty black. I say, melanin but dirty black. I wish I was there. Walola. Itagodigene dirty red. You understand? You call it dirty because you are not. And I always tell you, do you know that your hair is even stronger than theirs? And even more superior. On your somehow. Your hair is stronger and what? And superior than theirs. Yes. You know, anything that is around us, we feel is inferior. But if you have any question to ask. Although we have peppers here, but as time goes on, please, the next class I will come. The person that asks of this thing should react it, so we can put it under the succulent and dry fruits. Huh? True. So let's move on, please. Hello. Start reading ecology. I've been saying this. Have you started genetics here? Okay. Hello. Please, you answer this one. I think I have answered it before. Uncle, is pineapple a true or false fruit? Okay. Uncle, please, a true or false fruit are what type of fruits? Hey. Please, they stand alone. Abi now, they stand on their own. We are categorizing fruit. Okay, listen now. Now, just like apple is under simple fruit, Abi? Apple is under simple fruit, but within what? Purple. Sorry, poem. Poem, you understand? So apple is under poem, but a simple fruit and also a what? False fruit. Do you understand? So we are doing this category according to the context. Now this context is according to what? Type of what? Flower. Just like I explained, simple fruit comes from where? Monocarpous flower or what? Syncarpous what? Flower. Aggregate fruit, unko? Apocarpous flower, B. This one is inflorescent or all the part of what? Flower, right? Then this one, unko, true fruit and false fruit is based on what? Whether the fruit is formed directly from ovary or what? Or other part of a what? So if it is from the ovary, call it what? True fruit. If it is from the other part of a flower, it becomes what? False fruit. But remember, okay, what if a fruit is formed from both ovary and other part of a flower? Is it going to be true or false? Don't tell me true, false, true fruit. It's going to be false, please remember. In case, makajambo, we now categorize this thing. Ovary, this one, other part of a flower. The boat, imagine it can work on this in exam. So remember that a false fruit can be a fruit that is formed from what? Combination of ovary and other part of a what? Flower. Do you understand? But true fruit is majorly what? What? Ovary. Please remember. So I think I have answered this question. I've answered this question, okay? Uncle, what about sasop? Okay, I cannot wash our shop. Sasop. And when not be a shower shop, because I can't see any shower and shop here. Is it a true or false fruit? This is a what? False fruit. Sasop is a false what? Fruit. But people should calm down now. Although we still we're supposed to mention this part. Sasop is a what? False fruit. Okay? So please continue to read. Shower and shop. Shower and shop. Hello. There was a class I was in. I said sasop. When I'm not like this. And see, okay, shower and shop. I say, okay. Just like I was mentioning guava, someone was looking at me like this. You see, say go, but I say, okay. in English hablawa, this thing, you understand? So